What's the difference between a webinar versus an online course? E-learning offers convenience and effectiveness for people looking to enhance their skills from the comfort of their home or office. With the popularity of virtual learning, it's easy to confuse different approaches like webinars and online courses. However, it's crucial to pinpoint the difference between an online course and a webinar to determine which would best fit your brand's needs. Let's dive in and learn what each virtual event entails, how they differ from each other, and the pros and cons of each. What is a webinar? A webinar, or web seminar, is a live teaching session utilizing video conferencing or live chat to allow communication between attendees and presenters. It offers a broad range of topics, typically followed by a live Q&A session with viewers at the end. A webinar presentation usually lasts between 30 to 60 minutes and is intended for a wider audience. While different types of webinars may offer professional development or continuing education points, it is rare to gain certification or credits from a webinar. What is an online course? Online courses dive deep into a specific topic and deliver more in-depth knowledge. The structure of an online course mimics a typical college class divided into modules, lessons, or units. Participants often receive some sort of certification or credits after the e-learning course. There may be a live streaming component and interactive tools that allow course participants to connect with their instructors and other course members. As you can see, it's easy to confuse the two e-learning methods because both offer virtual opportunities to communicate important information. Both approaches can be used for various purposes, like training sessions, onboarding, and professional development. However, there are some critical differences in the format and structure of webinars and online courses that make them better suited to specific audience needs. Let's take a look at how webinars and online courses differ so that you are prepared to choose the correct format for your next virtual event. Format differences. Format refers to the length and availability of the e-learning experience. Webinar format. Live online meeting. Lasts 30 to 60 minutes. Lecture-style presentation. Broad subject matter, typically free or inexpensive to attend. Content is available for those unable to attend and can be shared. Usually requires conferencing equipment to engage with the host. Online course format. Divided into modules or classes, can last days, weeks, or months. In-depth class content. Specific subject matter. Typically charge a fee for content. Content can only be accessed by those enrolled in the class. Can engage with other participants without a webcam. Structure differences. Structure refers to the flow of the e-learning experience. Webinar structure. Opening. A moderator introduces the event and communicates the expectations, the topic and objectives of the online seminar. Presentation. The topic is wholly discussed with subtle integration of webinar marketing. This is where the PowerPoint presentation or screen sharing will occur. Closing. The moderator will summarize the topics discussed, emphasize key points, and typically allow the webinar participants to ask questions. Follow-up. Once the webinar is over, most hosts will share a recording or transcript of the live webinar for reference or for those who registered but could not attend. Online course structure. Course objective. This is where the key takeaways and goals are explained to audience members. Introductions are also made. Content delivery. Learning resources, downloadable PDFs, webcast videos, supplements, and other interactive learning materials are posted. They are typically segmented into modules and presented in phases. Assessment. Many paid courses have checks at the end of each course, especially if the goal of the course is certification or a certificate. Follow-up. Hosts will share credentials to participants' emails and conduct a course survey. Cost and planning differences. The cost of hosting refers to the capital it takes to develop and launch the e-learning experience. Webinar costs and planning. Cost between $200 and $10,000 to plan and execute a 1-hour webinar. Averages 4 to 6 weeks to plan. Most costs are incurred from the labor of preparing the webinar, followed by webinar platform software and equipment. Can be repurposed as on-demand content. Online course costs and planning. Costs between $5,000 and $10,000 to plan and implement a 1-hour course. averages 80 to 280 hours to fully develop. Most costs come from the labor of generating educational content, followed by LMS or Learning Management System costs. Can be easily relaunched for a fresh audience. The pros and cons of webinars versus online courses. Which e-learning approach you choose depends on the needs of your audience members and your brand. Webinar pros. Works with limited resources, convenient and affordable, easy to access in real time, efficient solution for simple topics, live event and Q&A sessions, live demonstrations, appealing slide decks and interactive whiteboards. Webinar cons. Can't watch at your own pace, unable to incorporate assessments, generic in nature, less interactive, unable to go in-depth on subject matter, difficult to know if you hosted an effective webinar. Online course pros. Offers high-quality, in-depth learning opportunities, incorporation of diverse resources such as video content, PDFs, thought leader blogs, interactive activities, learn at your own pace, infinite access to materials, may offer certifications, online course cons, often very costly, very time-consuming, not applicable for quick training needs, unable to offer on-demand learning, tricky to create the correct course. Partner with BeaconLive for all your webinar and online course needs. Online courses and webinars offer unique ways to provide information on a wide scale. Depending on how in-depth you wish to go on a topic, choose the method that provides the best opportunity for your company and audience members. BeaconLive helps you produce, deliver, and manage in-demand webinars and engaging online courses from start to finish through cloud-based solutions and impeccable customer service teams. For more info about e-learning, check out our blog and YouTube channel and visit us at www.beaconlive.com. Follow us at BeaconLive.